Hello everyone, today we're taking a look at the Sugar Excel macro virus. This virus infects other Excel workbooks by adding itself to this Excel startup folder and then is opened every time you launch Excel to infect every workbook that you create on the system. So let's see this happen. We'll go ahead and open Sugar.XLS and we see this is the warning that you would see if you have macro security on. So it's telling you it contains macros, could be harmful, but we're not concerned about that, are we? We're going to enable macros. So now we've got Sugar that has run. I have added some important stuff in here. You can see this is my budget. It's important, very super cool and necessary, and the future of my company and actually myself hinges on this document remaining unchanged. I have no backups because I don't have time to make backups. I'm just keeping everything in this one spreadsheet. And Sugar is going to activate when the document is closed. We can see nothing's here yet, but we're going to come up here, say File, Close, and let Sugar do its thing. So you saw it took a bit, kind of flashed to blank and then back to normal real quick. And now when we look, we can see Book 1 has been added to the Excel startup directory. So now every time you run Excel, even if it's not this particular infected notebook, Sugar will be there with you to help you infect all your files. Let's get back into Sugar real quick. We can see in its code it doesn't try to obfuscate or hide anything. One of the first things it's doing is dropping a couple files to the root of the C drive. So let's see what we got here. Here we are, we've got 06.reg and 06.bat. The batch file is just running the registry file, adding it to the registry. And this file is changing Microsoft Office's macro security alert level for Excel to 0, essentially turning it off, so you will no longer get that warning about macros. If you didn't notice, now when we run Sugar, wow, okay, that was cool. We're not getting any warnings about macros in the document. So Sugar, since we ran it the first time and allowed it to run, has now lowered our security level to prevent any future warnings. So now it's less likely that the user would notice when their new workbooks also get infected that they now contain macros they weren't expecting. So very sneaky. That's all I have to say to introduce Sugar, so let's get to the payload. We're going to change the date. Activates anytime in October, November, or December when the day is equal to the minutes. So here we have the 8th. We need the 8th minute. That's perfect. We'll set this to 0 seconds. I said we'll set this to 0 seconds. Come on. Stop it. Stop it. There. Okay, got you now. Alright. Now it's time to see the payload of Sugar when you run it. And woo, here we go. Hang on. This doesn't look right. I don't remember my budget doing this. So here we go. We have Dr. Diet Mountain Dew added to a random number and placement of cells. We can see it has overwritten any cells with data that used to have data. Some of my important stuff has been completely wiped out and my company is now going to be ruined. Let's see if I can select here. You can't really see it because it printed it in yellow, but cell A1 is changed to the Sugar Poppy by Vicodin ES. So that is the virus author and this is what he wanted it to do, which is really neat looking. And of course all of these are in random colors and Comic Sans, just like an extra insult to the user who gets this virus. So you got blue, yellow, orange, any random cell. So any cell in a 20 by 20 block essentially could be potentially overwritten by Dr. Diet Mountain Dew. So if you have a super massive spreadsheet, only the top left corner would be corrupted, but still, you don't want anything to be corrupted. Fortunately, there is a way to recover your data. When you close, you tell Clippy, no, don't save those changes. And you're good. See, the minute has now changed, so Sugar should not activate, and our document is safe. So that's an important lesson for you. If you ever encounter a virus, you don't know what to do, you don't know what it does, first step always, don't panic. If you keep your calm, stay cool, you can probably get out of it without too much going wrong. Now, that's not to say if it's something like CIH, where your BIOS is overwritten, then maybe you might have a problem. But First, you should always remain relaxed, super cool. Just go with the flow. Don't let the virus authors make you afraid. And of course, if we change to the 10th on the 10th minute, and then try to close this, if we were to accept to save the changes, these would be saved. Oh, we closed it, that's right. So, oh, there goes this new book. So book 1 was also changed. Oh, there it goes. I guess one important change, if I was the virus author, is I would have Excel force save this newly updated workbook as soon as it was done doing this crazy routine. Now we can read it. It's not in illegible yellow text, but there you go. The Sugar Poppy by Vicodin ES. Last thing I have to say, if we go into the code here, we can see it's been added to the workbook too. Scroll down to the bottom, and this author was truly deranged because he says, the Sugar Poppy XL class object virus, written by Vicodin ES. Can I have a bottle of warm Diet Mountain Dew? If you've ever had Mountain Dew or Diet Mountain Dew, you know one thing for sure. You don't want it to be warm. So I don't know what kind of sociopath this guy was, but he needs to be locked away forever. And hopefully now that we're reviewing this virus 25 years after it came out, we can finally bring him to justice and ask him why he wants a bottle of warm Diet Mountain Dew. Oh, and also why he destroyed all those important Excel documents. That too, I guess, you know. But seriously, warm Diet Mountain Dew, that's disgusting. I am disgusted. I need to end this video before the rage consumes me. So that is about it for the sugar macrovirus. Thank you very much for watching. Take care.